Uh, when I was in the thick of it, Dark Night of the Soul, one of the questions I asked myself was, man, this thing is going on for a long time now. Will this thing ever end? What if it never ends? Now, a couple years later, I got an answer for myself and for anybody else that wants to know. How does your spiritual awakening, and maybe I should say, how does the stages of your awakening end? Yeah. Yeah, hello people of the world. Welcome to Awaken the Eagle. My name is Alula. It's a beautiful day out here in Melbourne City. I'm back with another video. And today, guys, I want to share with you, how does the stages of your spiritual awakening finally come to an end? Hang on a sec. Is there a such thing as your spiritual awakening ending ever? What I will say on this, guys, is like, now, I don't think your spiritual awakening will end till your death. You know what I'm saying? But there are stages, or there are important moments in this journey of a spiritual awakening one must get through in order for them to realize themselves. It's a little bit like a person that is growing. Now, from the age 10 to 18, this person goes through so much changes physically. Now, does this person ever stop growing? No. A spiritual awakening is just the same thing. It's like growth spiritually. But now there comes a time where a person has gone through the most difficult stages of this spiritual awakening in order for them to establish themselves. Now, if you're in the thick of this spiritual awakening, especially the dark night of the soul, at this time, you're wondering, man, will this ever end? Is this my life, basically? All this pain. Am I ever gonna get out of this situation? Man, I'll never get out of here. I did think these things. Now, if you're experiencing this same very thing, guys, I'm gonna help you guys. Let me just put it like this. Ask yourself this question. The question is, if the rest of your life, guys, will go on with this feeling that you have right now, are you able to handle it? When I ask myself that question, then I was beginning to embody my spiritual awakening then, and also that helped me tolerate the pain that came with the dark night of the soul. Not that the pain will stop, you just get better at handling this pain. After a little while, things that used to shake you won't even bother you anymore. Yeah. Now, what is that? Actually, before I get into the points, guys, let me just say this. Now, your spiritual awakening unfolds in chapters and stages. What do I mean by this? Now, you might go through a rabbit hole of a subject that was bothering you for a long time. Now, at that stage, the only job that you got right there, guys, is to get through that stage. Now, how do you know when that stage has come to an end and you have successfully embodied that characteristics? The first one is when you come to a realization. Now, this realization might not be a rocket science. It might just be a realization that is common sense. But now the situation in this life, guys, it's like sometimes the solution might be right in front of you and you might be blind to it. Now, when you go through your spiritual awakening, guys, when you go through that stage where you've dived deep, but especially about yourself or things that have happened, now that stage comes to an end with a realization. Now, what is the best example that I can give you? Say, for example, you grew up around a narcissist that was making your life hell, and you have an empathic characteristics so that you observed everything that they were feeling as if it was your own. Now, when you're working with this issue during your awakening and you go through it, you know what I'm saying, you process this trauma, then all of a sudden you come to a realization that, man, no matter what these people say or no matter what these people do, I don't have to observe that pain or that thing anymore. You see what I'm saying? That is a realization. Now, the obvious thing would have been, man, you should have thought that from the beginning. But when you're going through hurt and trauma, the first thing you're going to do is take it on yourself and blame yourself in most cases. Now, when this stage ends for you, you come out of that with a realization. And that realization, guys, is the beginning of your freedom. All right, let's get to the second point. How does the stages of spiritual awakening, chapters, how it unfolds, how does it end for you? Now, the next stage ends, guys, with awareness. Now, awareness, guys, is a very important thing. If you have ability to incorporate awareness, you know what I'm saying, into your life, let me tell you something. Your life will change and it will do what you want it to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, awareness is to take a deliberate thought or deliberate action in order for you to come to a deliberate conclusion. You know what I'm saying? You also get to understand the reason why you are the way you are. So if something triggers you and you have awareness of that trigger, then you're highly likely to put that thing under control. In fact, this is what meditation is all about, is to put your awareness in a present moment. Now, all emotions come from somewhere, all hurt come from somewhere, all pain come from somewhere. Now, when you go through your spiritual awakening, you become like a detective of your life. And you go through the rabbit hole to uncover your situation. Once you uncover your situation, then you will understand the source of the problem. Once you understand the source of the problem, now you become well aware of the problem. Now, what does this mean? What this means, guys, is that before you had your spiritual awakening, you did things without awareness. You simply reacted to the situation based on the mindset that you had. Now, once you go through your healing, your processing, now this, guys, gives you a look at your situation, and you begin to lead your life with awareness. You know what I'm saying? Which will set you up for success. Why? What is success? Success is to be aware, take a deliberate action that delivers a certain deliberate result. Yeah. All right. Let's get down to the last point. This one is the obvious point, but it's the point that many people don't talk about. In fact, this point right here is a point where when everybody that sees you, then they will know you are the chosen one. Know what I'm saying? What is that? That is your physical. That is you embodying the lesson that you learned in your spiritual awakening. Now, what happens when you embody these lessons and incorporate this into your physical, into your chemistry, and everything that you are? Then those lessons become visible without you speaking. Now, how do you know you've embodied this? I'm going to close this video by this. It's not about narcissist people, narcissist abuse. It's like they choose their targets. They choose their target based on your vibration. Now, the lower your vibration, the more they can abuse you. Now, once you go through your processing, now you might go and face the same narcissist that's been giving you problems all this time. And guess what? The narcissist shall be defeated energetically because you've embodied the lesson. Yeah. Alright, like this video, subscribe. Bye.